Harris Island, United States Marine Boot Camp. So he's, our hats are off to him and thanks to him for his service to our country. And council member Marshall is away because she's had a death in the family. Her brother-in-law passed away. So our thoughts and prayers are with Gloria and Elijah and their family. This time I'll call the work session of the West Point City Council for January 31st, 2023 to order. We will review our agenda in just a moment. We will have time of public comment. We'll also have an update from our city manager. We will have an executive session if we have a quorum and vote to do so, to discuss property and personnel. So do I hear a motion that we enter into our work session and approve this agenda?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Public comment is our section of our work session where we allow 5 minutes for any comment from the public, and we welcome comment from the public, from citizens on any city issue. This is not a time for questions or debate. It is simply a time for you to present comments to the council and for your council members to listen. If you would like to contact us, we have our information is available on the city website. We have email addresses and contact phone numbers, or I'm sure council members will make themselves available after the meeting to talk with you. Do we have anyone here for public comment? Sir? Oh. Okay. If you would please introduce yourself and welcome.
Good afternoon. I'm Rick Morales. I'm public affairs specialist from the SBA, Small Business Administration, the division of the Office of Disaster Assistance.
Okay.
I'm here to talk about our assistance that we offer to those that were affected by the severe tornadoes and storms of this year that occurred on January 12th. Of course, I understand that no damages are reported in the city, but we want to reach the most people as possible about our assistance. For example, you can see the physical damages directly, but some of the businesses in this city can have economic damages if they had a business relationship as clients or suppliers with a business in LaGrange City, LaGrange City or Meriwether County, where you can see the most damages. They might or could have been affected by those relationships. You can have citizens here with families from Troup County or Meriwether County, or you can have people here of those counties moving here to West Point because of the tornadoes. So that's why we are informing. Our main goal is to share the information with the government, with the media, with the businesses, with the non-profits. So not only for this past event, but for the future events. Between our assistance, we offer the business physical loans, in other words, for the inventory, equipment, or real estate, among others. Also the economic loans, for example, for the salaries, for the ordinary expenses of the businesses. In addition, we offer loans for the homeowners and renters. That is for the damages of personal property as furniture, vehicles, or clothing. Some of the most important information is that people that were denied by FEMA can apply with us. People that received funds from FEMA but are not enough, they can apply with us. People that are waiting for the insurance company, they can apply with us because they might get the money faster. That's another benefit. And between the benefits of our loans, the interest rates can be as low as 2.31% and are fixed, so they don't change for the life of the loan. The loans can be up to 30 years, so you can have low monthly payments. We have the 1 year deferment with the 0% interest rates for the first payment and no fees to apply, no fees for the repayment. Also, very important to know are the basics ways to apply. You can apply at SBA.gov and then go to the disaster assistance. You can apply by mail, and the best way is by visiting the DRC or BRC. DRC is a disaster recovery center. That's from FEMA, and we are there too. And you can go to the BRC Business Recovery Center. That's from SBA. They can help the people one-on-one and help you to answer the questions and help you to gather the documents and file the application. That's the best way, and that's what we recommend. Also, we want to give the phone number, the customer service phone number. That's the 800-659-2955. 800-659-2955. That number is for the SBA's customer service center. If you have any question, of our main purpose is that you can help us to spread the information to the people, to your citizen constituents. If you can help us to publish that in your social media website, that's what we are trying to do. Visiting everybody, all the stakeholders, non-profit businesses, homeowners, renters, the media, the government. That's what we are trying to do. That's our job, and that's what we are here today. Also asking for help to share the information with the most people as possible. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? His website
this
is
is not mine.
sba.gov. Rick Morales, and we have cards available, I do believe. We have that you could make available if anyone would like them, and we can share your information.
Perfect.
Well,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your enthusiasm.
No, that's not my phone. No.
Do we have other public comment? Please state your name for us.
Yes, my name is Opal Holloway. I'm the wife of the victim, Alan Holloway, that was murdered in West Point on November the 18th of 2022. And the reason I stand before you today, Mr. Ledbetter, I heard you just say that y'all had emails on your website that we can reach out to the members of the city. I've done that, and I didn't get a response, so that's why I'm here today. I feel neglected, and so does his family feel neglected from the city of West Point, because we have not been reached out to from anyone. We have not been talked to from anyone. No one showed any care or concern about the loss of our loved one. And emails have been sent to the mayor. They were sent to the acting chief of police. They were sent to the detective. They was also sent to the city manager. I did not hear from anyone until I had made a threat to go to the media. Then I received a phone call. And at that time when I received a phone call, I still was not satisfied as to what has taken place. So that's why I stay here before you today, because I feel like the city of West Point has let us down from the way that we have feel neglected and we have been treated.
Thank you, Ms. Holloway.
My name is Catherine Staff. I've been having a problem about 4 years with the sewage smelling in my yard. It comes from my house. So the guys have been coming there pouring stuff in the sewage. We'll debate it down for a minute. But something need to be done. Like I said, when I turn off Martin Luther King Drive to go to my house, you can smell that sewage scent right then. And several people don't been to my house, be out there in the yard, talking about they smell the sewage. Like I said, something need to be done about it. I just had all my pipe changed out in September, and the scent still there. So, I don't know what to do. I have to ask some plumber what the deal was. They said they don't know. They don't know what's going on. I said, I don't know what else to do. And come to find out, they were having the same problem on the next street with the sewage smelling all in people's houses. So like I said, I'm tired of that scent. Like I said, one little guy would report stuff down. He came inside my house, and I let him come in there and let him smell it. And he smelled it, smelled that's in my house. So like I say, I'm a taxpayer. Why not fix what needs to be fixed? That's all I got to say.
My name is Frederica Talley, and I'm here also on the behalf of Alan Holloway. I do want to make a comment about the email and the communication. There's been a lot of miscommunication and everything that's been going on. I did hear from Detective King, and I was kind of perturbed a little bit about, I understand that well, I used to live here 30 years ago. And I understand this is a small town and everything, but when you're standing on the side that we're standing on, we don't want to hear that you're the only detective or whatever, because for me, that makes me feel just like anybody can just go out and commit a crime or whatever, and that's to be done because we only got one detective. I don't think that's something that needs to be probably said, and that, you know, that doesn't make us feel as good as far as that. And to have access to everybody's email, and for no one to even just to say, I'm sorry with the email or anything with that. Thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is Keisha Avery, and I'm the niece of Ellen Holloway. My concern is I reached out to Miss King on several tips. I gave her name. She talked to people. Nobody have never went and picked up a car. I have heard they don't got rid of the cars. She never subpoenaed nothing for a phone. They don't got rid of phones and everything. Yes, I am very disappointed in King because I reached out to her first. She told me that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Never nothing. They have arrested somebody that was affiliated with what's going on. No questions, no nothing. From my understanding, I had heard that the family of the McFarland family, she's in with them. She's paid. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just going by what I'm saying. But I am very disappointed. When my uncle was up there laying on the ground, only thing they could tell us was answer us all these different questions, but I promise you, not one of them said, I am sorry for your loss. We're going to make sure that something's done. It's like everybody, like when you talk to the police, it's like they just giving you words for you to be quiet, but we're not going to be quiet. We're not going to be quiet. We're going to go forward to whatever we have to do to get justice for my uncle, because my uncle was not a bad person. My uncle was just an innocent person walking that was mistaken for this person. Even the mama who the guy that they mistaken my uncle for called this Detective King. Detective King done laid everything out to her. Some of the stuff that Detective King told her, she didn't tell me. But some of the stuff that she told her, she told me. But my thing is, I feel like you have good sources that reached out to you. You never followed up on anybody. And I just feel like it's just very a disappointment. Like really, because I felt like one if it were one of y'all people. One of your uncle, your nephew. You know what I mean? It's not so much a just, but you just don't want that for no family. And as a community, I just felt like they should have done more. And it just seemed like now it's just like a cold case. Nothing's gonna happen. Whatever you say, we can call her right now with something. Nothing's gonna get followed up. And I just think it's wrong for her to lie to us and put stuff out there that you knowing that we talk to these people. I have gave her numerous of phone numbers to reach out to people. Nobody have never been contacted. Nobody. And we just feel like a disappointment with the West Point Police Department.
Hi, I'm Nicole Avery, and I'm also the niece of Alan Holloway. And I'm disappointed as well, because I reached out to Detective King as well. She never returned a call, never said anything. And it's just like he's being swept under the rug. And we're not going to let that happen. We're going to keep going and keep going, because I want justice for my uncle. He was just innocent. He was a loyal person. He loved the city of West Point. He loved living here. As many times that we tried to get him to leave, but he wouldn't. And I just want justice for him, because he deserved it. He didn't deserve what happened to him. And like my cousin just said, if it was their families, they would want something done. So we are here today because we want something done. And we're tired of them telling us that they're going to reach back out and you don't reach back out. That's not nice and it's not good. And we just want justice for him.
you, Ms.
When you
X.
say that, you can't trust the police. When they tell us anything,
What's your name?
Charles Avery, that's my uncle. And I feel like that I grew up and born and raised in West Point. Went to the primary school, went to the housing authority, went to West Point Elementary. We didn't have these problems when we was coming up. You know what I'm saying? We fought. After that, we go out, get a few beers, and we back friends. But for y'all to sit up here and neglect this the way y'all doing it, I wouldn't even trust the police for nothing. Like you tell us you're doing this, but then once our back turned, it's done. We had to come down here for some resources. Y'all don't reach out to us. West Point, police suck now.
Thank you, Ms. Davis.
Hello, my name is Catherine Chelsea. I'm Alan's baby sister. I don't understand none of it. I know all of us got to go one day. I can't say that my brother was gonna leave in that manner as far as somebody taking his life. That's not right. And like my nephew said, I was raised here too. We came from waterworks. But this stuff didn't go on. We can't say that, hey, Alan wasn't gonna die. That might have been his time to die. It's just in the manner in which his life was taken. It was wrong because just because another person, y'all got on the same identical clothing and somebody just shoot because they think that's that person because he got on the same coat, same height, same everything because he was dark chocolate. That's not right. Here I am, 63 years old. I thought when my brother leave this world, it was gonna cause he was gonna be hard-headed because he didn't like to take medicine. And I stayed on him a lot. That's how I thought he was gonna go, not by the hand of somebody. I don't know, is it gang related or what? But it shouldn't happen. And I don't understand y'all, I'm old-fashioned. Didn't know the project had cameras. Did not know this. Here I am. But all angles. There's so many different ways you can go in the project. Not one camera caught the tag number, but they caught the car. Don't understand. Don't understand.
And from I understand they got rid of the car.
I'm angry. I'm upset. I know my whole family upset. We're gonna be upset a while until they find out what happened. Why in the world is 1 minute the GBI got the case, next minute they don't turn back over to West Point? GBI, West Point. Why lie? We talking about a lie. I ain't gonna be able to argue with my brother no more. I'm not gonna be able to say nothing to him. And they wrong. Then the only time they asked me who I was when they called me and told me he was shot. He was dead. But you gonna tell me, you told me, I asked, how you know that's Alan Holloway? Cause I pulled his license out his vehicle. Okay. If you got Alan Holloway, you in his phone, he got me and out here. First, forgive me. He got his wife, me, sister, niece, nephew. If it was drug, they would have pulled it up. Okay, that's a contact. They'll call. Nobody. He might have not been nobody to y'all, but he was my blood. It wasn't but three of us. My older sister, me, and my brother. We don't got that no more. Don't got mom or nobody. But it's not right. I'm not going to be quiet. I'm calm, but I'm angry. Because anybody would be angry. Because ain't nobody said nothing. 1 minute, I reached out to this and him. You had my number and the wife number before you had the nieces and the nephews. Still, no call. He deserves justice. He'll get it. I hate to say, don't want it to be. If we got to rally, we will do whatever it takes necessary to get justice for him because he under now. He don't know what's going on. But we left him to fight, and that's what we will do. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you, Ms. Chair. Do we have any other public comment? If not, we'll move into new business, and that brings us to our city manager's update. Ed Moon.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I've got a few things to update you on tonight. One of those being an ordinance change with House Bill 1405. Y'all may have heard about it, and I apologize for my voice. I'll try to do the best I can to speak up. The House and the Senate in 2022 made some changes to Georgia's zoning procedure law. Those changes are going to affect some structure and how they define local government and the way we operate. Going to change some of the benchmarks for advertising and things along that line. We are currently working on amendments to the zoning ordinance, so we'll be in compliance with that. And we'll have those ready at the February 28th work session for y'all's review. I know that y'all may have heard some of that at the United Cities Summit, so I wanted to let y'all know that we do have those, and we're working on them, and we'll have them to you at that next work session. The second item, the 2022 road resurfacing program that we just completed. We have completed all the punch lists and done all the corrections to the project. We paid all the invoices. The total contract price was $1,028,374.71. The final cost was $951,086.08. So we were under the original contract cost, $77,288.63. Of course, those funds remain in SPLOST, and they remain dedicated to other street projects. What was remaining. The last item I have is always stops that we talked about. We will be installing the always stop at East 6th Street and the intersection of Bellwood Drive in February. That'll be a three-way stop. So 6th Street, where it travels as a through street now, will stop at the intersection of Bellwood Drive. And again, that's in response to requests for speeding traffic along East 6th Street in the past. We'll certainly get that on social media. I need to hand this to y'all while we're talking about it. So due to the complaints that we had before of not having enough warning before the intersection, that's a diagram that shows the intersection itself. You can see we'll have a new traffic pattern ahead sign. That'll be first. Then we'll have a stop ahead sign. And it'll have the flashing lights. The ones that are now on 9th Street will be moved over to this intersection. So the ones on 9th Street will go away. They'll be put here. And then we'll have the stop sign and the stop bar. So hopefully that will give plenty of indication to people that are traveling on the street that there's a new stop sign ahead. Again, we'll also put that information out there. We'll put it on social media, and we'll have we'll have patrol extra in that area to make sure that we warn people that there's a change in traffic pattern. The next intersection that we'll do will be MLK and 7th Street. And again, that's the third one in succession that we've talked about. After that would be the Avenue C intersection with 7th Street. And then we've got the new one that we're working on for over in Dogwood. What's the name of the street? Sunset Drive. And that's all the updates I have for tonight.
Have any questions for Ed?
I have a few. So the movement of the signs from 9th Street to 6th and then the others in succession that you mentioned, this is just to focus on the change immediate change, and then we move the signs after people who travel those roads frequently are aware that the sign is there. I'm trying to understand why we're moving the warning signs.
All we'll move are the flashing lights. So there'll still be a stop ahead sign and the stop sign, just like at any typical always stop
The
intersection.
flashing, let me get your attention, is changed, that's gonna move.
That's right. That will move to each one as
Okay.
we build those out.
Okay. And on the road resurfacing project is complete, you said some time ago, I mentioned something about a follow-up. What kind of follow-up do we do after a contractor does work, like paving, if there are issues? Was that ever looked at, like the grass growing up through the asphalt almost immediately after it was put down? Was that ever reviewed? Did we
I
figure
think
out what
that was
could
on
be done
Avenue
about
D.
that? Avenue D?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but as far as I know, I passed that along,
Mhm.
and that area was looked at. If there was an issue there, it was repaired.
So apparently there was not an issue there, because it's still like it's been the whole time, you know, with the grass growing back through.
Okay.
It
Wow.
just seems like when you do a fresh pave, it wouldn't immediately have the same problem that was there before the paving was done.
Especially when you mill a road, grind the asphalt up. So we'll certainly take a look at that again.
And then on the zoning procedure law change, the House Bill 1405, can you just in a nutshell say what precipitated the bill? I mean, what was it that they were trying to address that is now trickling down to a change locally?
I think that there has been a conflict in other areas, more in the metro areas or rapidly growing areas, between property owners and properties that are zoned residential, like R1 here, and multifamily. And really this law is more to stop the annexation, or I shouldn't say annexation, excuse me, the rezoning of those properties by just mass change, not through the property owner itself. All the annexations that we do are requested by the property owner or their agent. In many of these fast-growing areas, they may go in and rezone an entire area to be from multifamily, from single-family to multifamily. So I think that's where the problem came in. And there was also some issues of how those things were being handled, whether they were going through the legislative process, whether it was an administrative process. And so the law is also clearing those up to make all of those executive processes.
So we don't anticipate it to be anything major that will affect us locally, it sounds like. And then on, not on anything you mentioned, but the retreat, for the third time, I've been asking about that, and you were gonna, I thought, have something to say about it tonight.
Again, I think that's a discussion between council members as far as discussing having a retreat and how that should be handled, scheduled, whatever it may be with the mayor and council.
Okay, so the mayor and council needs to give you I'm looking at that as a city manager's role to plan this,
Be happy to plan it if y'all can decide and agree that you want to do it.
No, I mean to be sure that we do strategic planning and that kind of thing. But anyway, it can be put on the agenda, hopefully, to have some discussion at some point. I mean, I've been asking about it since November or December. Probably November, but definitely December.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
That concludes the scheduled business, except for, if it is the council's will, enter into an executive session to discuss property and personnel. I believe we have a quorum. There is a motion to enter into executive session. I'll entertain that.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? So we move into executive session. Thank you all for being here tonight.
for the roll.